You can watch me,
I'm
bro.
getting bumped around here. Oh, here, use these mats, you guys.
Okay.
The table. Here we go. Do you guys here?
What's your plate up?
Do you guys want ice?
Yes, please.
Right now.
10 minutes. Go ahead, Kyle.
What's that for?
Just went up there and get the paper, though.
I did.
Let me put some ice in here, you guys. I can't believe that this ice is gone already.
God, who uses all this ice?
You and Taylor.
Lee Taylor uses all this ice all the time. Man, don't be such in a rush.
I'm not.
Yes, you are. You're smacking this stuff around.
Put that in there.
Yeah, it's 5 little.
Well, I got Marino said he wants to shoot him off. I bet the Marino just got like weights in. I could see him causing a fire.
He'd be like in denial. He's like, I'm not worried. Oh, is this the Deadliest Warrior? Duh.
Welcome to the battle zone. In this high-tech arena, a team of scientists, trauma doctors, and weapons experts will pull out all the stops and simulate a battle to the death between America's two most famous outlaw gangs. The Jesse James Gang, daring and murderous criminals who made their mark on the American West by turning banks into blood-spattered morgues.
Kyle, you want some Pepsi?
Yeah.
Versus Al Capone's criminal syndicate. Bootleggers who kept the streets of 1920 Chicago awash in booze and blood. Lead biomedical scientist Jeff D. Malin will use advanced technology to put the two gangs' weapons to the test.
Every piece of equipment you see here is designed for one purpose. Will that weapon kill? And how fast can it kill you?
The opposition, Armand Dorian, will examine all the gruesome injuries.
If you hit the right spot, it's an instant.
Oh, I
I have a
didn't.
stack of
Because Taylor put him on there.
You don't like Pepsi?
To create a true-to-life battle
No.
between the two
Oh,
gangs.
okay.
I'm kidding.
Criminal mastermind.
Mom, don't listen to him.
Here, Brian.
You know he's a lying sack of shit.
He doesn't like Pepsi, though.
They both led vicious gangs, and you can be sure that wherever they went, based on the weapons they were using, they left a lot of blood in their wake.
In the end, only one gang will be left standing to prove who.
Can't wait to put this on YouTube.
Jesse James's weapons will be fired by one of today's most fearfully accurate gunmen. Three-time world champion gunslinger, Joey Dillon.
Jesse and his gang were one of the most ruthless gangs in history. Jesse had no more compunction about cold-blooded murder than eating his breakfast.
Also weighing in for these legendary gunslingers, sharpshooter and champion rifleman, J.W. Weissman.
The Jesse James gang, they were brutal. They murdered without any remorse.
Jesse James was born in western Missouri in 1847. When he was just 14, the Civil War tore the state apart, pitting neighbor against neighbor in acts of unthinkable violence.
So weird.
Jesse James was brought into
You said that in another video.
He was watching his neighbors get killed. It was the most politically violent time ever in this country, especially in Missouri.
It's just as weird now.
The north and the south.
After the Union captured Missouri, Jesse
It's like
joined up
when
with rebel
Sean
militias
said, like,
hell-bent
oh,
on
Kevin,
vengeance, making his
Oprah
first
and
kills bushwhacking.
Kevin's videotaping you.
The James gang were professional.
I'm gonna be famous for this.
This is why you're backpack, bro, because of what you do.
A wanted man after the war, Jesse and his gang used the skills they learned to
I already got
running northern
53 videos.
First,
You broke your backpack?
It's lasted.
Do you want pepperoni? Graham? Or do you want cheese?
I'll have a piece of cheese.
their tactics,
No, you won't.
just stop fighting.
Yes, I will. No, you won't. Get out of here.
Wait, translated over. Went in, got the money left. $60,000 at that time was unheard of.
The James Gang has some big surprises in
Kevin,
store.
what do you
It's
want?
gonna blow the archive
I'm
box
still
off.
eating.
That's news to our Al Capone experts, who both claim blood ties to the homicidal
Do you actually put this up on
at the
YouTube?
underworld.
Lance,
Yeah.
what do you want?
Meyer Lansky II is an expert on mafia weapons and tactics. Grandson and namesake of one of America's most notorious mobsters who worked with Capone during Prohibition.
They were in this business together, whether they liked each other or not, that's a different story.
Johnny Lou Frado gained his knowledge of Capone operations straight from the source as the son of Midwest Mafia boss cockeyed Louis Frado, one of Scarface Al's top lieutenants.
If you were lucky enough to work for Al Capone, you would make money. And along with that, you had to be tough and you had to be very loyal.
Men suspected
Oh,
of disloyalty
my new video,
quickly
I
dispatched,
put
like Capone himself.
me just eating soup,
Not only
and that's
kill
like
people, but he would disfigure them.
8 minutes long. Just,
You can go up to 15 now.
yeah, but on the flip, like the
Success in the underworld. By the time he was 26,
I knew that.
the thing, like where you put the videos and it pops up and it's like the flip system.
Yeah.
And it won't let me upload over 10 minutes onto YouTube.
so how would this bloody showdown between two of America's most notorious gangs go?
We haven't fired a single bullet yet, but I'm giving this one to Capone. He's bringing modern weapons technology, and that'll take the game. My edge up front is going to be to Jesse James. History tells us that he's a great marksman. And for me, personally,
But I'm gonna be making a commercial soon.
Gets the edge.
Of this?
The first
No.
weapon that James got mastered
With the guy on YouTube
revolver. Dealing
and
death
another guy.
6 rounds at a
It's
time.
gonna be cool.
Do they live near here?
Colt came out with the
We're gonna
revolver.
webcam it.
Revolutionized industry. The technology was amazing.
Which guys?
Before that, you had single
What?
shot, maybe two shots.
Mr. Bear
Six shooter was like, wow, I can keep shooting,
and
keep shooting.
In Jesse's day,
Jeff
a
Rowe
lead bullet
TV.
was even more lethal than now.
Back then,
I'll show
a
you
simple
Mr.
injury,
Bear.
a puncture wound, an amputation, you're gonna die.
To test these rapid-fire killers,
I already
experts
seen
strap
this.
on their holsters and head out to the firing range.
This thing is concealable. It's portable. You got two shots. You can fire them rapidly if you want. The James Gang was known for carrying sometimes
more
4
Pepsi?
revolvers at a time.
I'm noticing something different barrel lengths. Why is that?
Shorter the
Not a little
barrel,
bit.
less the accuracy is. You wanted that accuracy.
Let's see if you can
Thank
shoot.
you.
What's more,
How much
Kevin?
damage is a sharpshooter as deadly accurate as Jesse
I'm
James
fine for right now.
in a bank?
You've got 3 targets
Oh,
set
my.
up. You've got 2 revolvers, 6 rounds each. High-speed camera's going to be timing your draw time from first motion.
Got some hair right
First
there.
round off. You ready? I'm ready.
You got some hair right there. It's still there.
Taylor, use a napkin, not your clothes.
Jeez.
That's even I see you do
I didn't
that.
leave my pants.
Why would you wipe your clothes?
It's nothing.
Just how much killing power do these 6-shooters have?
Oh, refreshing.
Face, not quite the no reflex kill zone, but entry wound, side of the face, exit wound. Ooh, goodbye motor
The
cortex.
color of my
Here's the kill
skin.
shots in my mind. Subclavian artery with this one, left ventricle with this one in the gut, just a boot. This guy's dead.
The gut shot would be one of the worst ways to die back then. You'd take a couple of days, but you'd still die.
Not enough power.
What's his
Not enough
piece?
firepower.
Why
We can still show him in the casket.
didn't you waste
Hey,
all
look at the
that
banker.
setup?
That's the Jesse James necktie.
You're using lead for the tie clip. Got another round straight in the chest. And door number 3, this guy's dead. So it's 3 kills in just a shade over 7 seconds.
High-speed footage reveals it takes just a quarter of a second for Joey to fire his first shot.
Anything under half a second is no dodge zone. So a draw, quarter of a second, whatever he's aiming at is getting hit.
And you think this is fast? You ought to see riding in a horse 35 miles per hour.
I can run faster.
You could run faster than that? I didn't think you could run.
Test Jesse James' kill zone when on the move.
I didn't think you could
JW
run.
On the Outlaws' favorite getaway vehicle.
This is
The Mafia's gonna win.
Jesse James game. The number one reason
No.
why nobody can catch him.
They have better guns.
They went to great
You haven't seen
strides
this?
as breeders.
Well,
and
don't
they
say
sold
anything.
fast
I've seen it.
But don't say anything to him then.
Alright, now we've got 5
Yeah,
targets set
don't
up
say anything.
over.
Al
I
Capone
want to be
wins.
surprised, really. I'm not surprised.
No,
Each target,
I don't know.
5
I haven't seen this.
Be able to peg all of them?
No
Yeah,
problem.
you have.
JW, you ready?
Ready.
3, 2, 1.
No.
27 miles per hour.
Is the shooting accurate from a galloping horse?
Nothing on that guy.